Welcome back. It's time for us to review the newspapers we have for this morning, and we'll start off with the Today newspaper. And there's a lot going there. They have a lot of banner headline stories, but we'll start off with Nana Goes Wild, sacks 4 CEOs of state institutions. The news broke yesterday during the premiering of Anas's expose. 4 CEOs of state institutions have been sacked. We have the CEO of GEPA, we have GPHA, and a couple of institutions who have their bosses, Kolebu and all of that. And we are asking ourselves why together at the same time. Yesterday we get to hear of these news,
and yesterday a lot of things were coming up that certainly the president was trying to some sections of the public were saying that the president was trying to just shift attention from the expose and just chip in this particular saga issue just to create some kind of, but hey, whatever it is. And he was defending these people some a month ago until the question was that what happened, and all of a sudden on the same day that his expose is being premiered, the president is sacking them.
Well, you can find out more details in the Today newspaper if you want to know why these 4 CEOs of the various institutions have been sacked. And you can see thousands, in fact 10,000 defy rings to watch Anas's number 12 video. Yesterday the AICC was filled to capacity with people who were ready and eager to have a view of what exactly is in that over 2-hour video. What exactly is contained in that video, and you can see a long queue. Somebody was saying, so if it were church, would they have queued?
People are studying the rain. You're not concerned about whether they're getting wet. All that they want to do is let me get in. So it give me a picture of how heaven will look like when you are.
But I mean, people are interested upon all the hype, upon all the teasers we saw. I think people really deserve to go and see the full video. So you can see that on the front pages of the Today newspaper. And Lands Commission estate developer cited in land grabbing at Nsawam Sechikrom Noka. That's also on the front pages of the Today newspaper.
And I move on to the Daily Graphic. And the Daily Graphic has on its front page, Bost CEO, GPHA Director General sacked. And number 12 shocks nation. Large crowd that thronged the Accra International Conference Center to watch Anas number 12 yesterday. It was terrible, more like Judgment Day. President cut short for Kumasi Airport Phase 2 project. And then at the back page we have Chinese government funds 1,000 boreholes in Ghana, and GCMC takes delivery of manufacturing plant to boost cylinder production. And so that is what you have on the front page and back pages of the Daily Graphic.
Okay, so let's move away from that to the Chronicle, and you can see 4 faces here on the front pages of the Chronicle. You can see Gifty Clenham of GEPA. You can see Paul Asariansa of GPHA. You can see Akilu Saibu of GPEA. And Alfred Obeng Boateng from BUS. And all of these CEOs of the various state institutions, as you have read, have been sacked by His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. And Akufo-Addo on sacking spree. All of these people have been sacked and they are to be sent home. And still on the Chronicle, thousands queue to watch Anas strip football gurus, and Asibe Yeboah Adongo fight over economic prowess. That can be found on the front pages of the Chronicle. And Anas petitions FIFA, that's on the back page, over alleged misconduct by Kwesi Nyantakyi. Oh wow. Anas petitions FIFA over alleged misconduct by Kwesi Nyantakyi. Let's read briefly what's the investigations in respect of Mr. Kwesi Nyantakyi. This was made by the managing editor of the New Crusading Guide newspaper, Abdul Malik Kweku Baku Jr. on Peace FM's flagship morning show. Contributing to a panel discussion, Kweku Baku said Anas is willing to testify in person against the GFA boss when called upon by FIFA. A source close to the investigative journalist revealed that the details of the number 12 was beyond Ghana, and it was necessary for the expose to be taken further up the ladder to weld the governing body of football. The source further revealed that the alleged actions of Mr. Nyantakyi, which were caught on tape, was against the ethics of FIFA, necessitating a formal complaint and petition to be made to the organization. So obviously there's going to be an upper hand over this issue. Yesterday we were deliberating, so who watches over GFA? Whose responsibility is it to put them in check? So now that a petition will be sent to FIFA, now we know there will be an external body that will be handling this. And Ghanaian duo accused of age cheating in Egypt, and Ghanaian players stand accused in Egypt, and you can find out who and who have been accused in this age cheating in Egypt.
The matter with the Anas standing, with the evidence, testifying against Nyantichi in FIFA to FIFA is something that happened in Nigeria when the FA president was found corruptible, and then so the president now have to step in, and FIFA banned Nigeria from playing, if you could recall.
Yes.
Then now when FIFA came into the scene and realized that these were the issues for which the president now took that decision, now FIFA now understood the issues so for me, I feel President Akufo-Addo should just ban whatever. I should just shut down the FA, let FIFA ban Ghana, and then we'll restructure things, and then we'll go on.
You think that is okay for us at this moment where we are preparing for the AFCON in a couple of years to come?
Pam, if some of these things are not, streamlined, and in terms of how can 170 people or so vote for a president or a FA president when we have over 3 million people? So then there must be that openness and then reformation of a football administration structures. Then we can have it well.
Well, on the lighter side, still in sport, on the back pages of the Chronicle newspaper, looking sharp, Brazil gets pre-World Cup haircut. So in case you want to look sharp at the World Cup, you can get some very sleek and sharp haircut that you could go with some swag.
As for the football World Cup and Cup of Nations haircut, it's something. But we move on to the Daily Dispatch, and sponsorship funds were sent into private bank account. Bako is saying that, and so you have down memory lane, the controversial 1992 election is on page 3. And do you want to have a say in how MTN develops? That is a question that has been posed on the front page of the Daily Dispatch.
And finally, on the front pages of the Ghanaian Times newspaper, they have also captured Kennedy Japan dragged before the Privileges Committee. That can be found on the front pages of the Ghanaian Times. And shock, outrage greets Anas's video, and top explosive video, top referees Suka, Wellington, others fingered. You can find out on page 32 of the Ghanaian Times newspaper, and you have the 4 faces of the 4 CEOs of governmental institutions who have been sacked by His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. So that's all for the newspaper review this morning. It's still the first show live on GNTV. You can get interactive with us on all our social media handles on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. It is at GNTVGH, and on YouTube, which of course we are streaming live, it is at GNTVGH. And there's a lot going on in the world of sport, and we have our own man Abdul Jalilu Ahmed joining us with a sports update. But after this quick break.